What's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday night.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Two
Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos, and we do product reviews, and we talk about various keto topics. And every Monday, we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, can you hear us?
I hope so, because right here, see this little bar here?
Is it going up and down?
And because it's lit up, that means that they can hear us.
Look how that little arrow's on your head like a bug. There's a lot of bugs out today.
Oh my gosh, we're in the middle of like a major lightning and thunderstorm, so let's hope that we don't have any kind of issues.
Oh my gracious, so we came back from our trip and the weather is like stupid on steroids.
Oh my gosh, it's been like 100 degrees outside.
It will melt your face off.
Am I seeing Chris in here? Did I see Chris?
Are they here?
They were supposed to be going out because it's their anniversary.
They're cute,
but I'm not seeing their names anywhere.
Anniversary.
So. Yeah, it's... Oh, there's Miriam. There we go. So we need to sing Happy Anniversary. I don't know the song, so you're going to have to sing it.
It's the same as Happy Birthday, but we'll change the words.
Okay.
Happy Birthday. Oh, I messed it up now. You made me think of that. All right, ready? Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, Miriam and Chris. Happy anniversary to you.
Is there another one like Happy?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Well, there used to be one that we sang at church.
Okay.
Was a happy anniversary to you. A happy anniversary
That's not the one I'm talking about.
you. No?
No.
Oh, that's the only ones I know. Well, happy anniversary to
Chris
just the most
Miriam.
Adorable couple.
Yeah.
They should be married.
Yes.
They're awesome together.
Which reminds me, so I know a lot of people, we're going to give people a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Because this flavor, which is not available yet, unless you got a Keto Chow box, but...
We're going to be giving some away.
We've got... Reach this over here.
Big
2
reach.
of these to give away. Now, we haven't even opened this one up.
Yeah.
So this is a brand new one. Hopefully, it is the actual right box. Because it came while we were in New York.
It might be a surprise party in there.
We never opened it up, so we're giving this one away.
Yep.
And then another one that Keto Chow is going to send directly.
Yeah.
Okay? So, 2 chances to win.
They should head over. You still have time.
If you haven't done it yet, head over to the video where we open up this box. We're like sitting on a lake. Mm-hmm. Go leave a comment there, and we're going to pick the winners for that in a little while.
Yeah.
Okay? Also, which I didn't even tell you about this.
Okay.
But we gave away those keto bricks in the vlog the other day, and the winner messaged us, and unfortunately she lives in Canada.
Oh,
and
no.
between the...
Well, I mean, not bad that they live in Canada, just we can't get them the
No, between the giveaway laws in Canada, because Canada's really weird, you're not allowed to give anything away. They actually have to do something to win, like... answer a math question or something. It's very weird. I don't want
her to have to do a handstand.
Well, no, it's got to be part of, like, everybody would have to do it. Like, answer this question.
Math for everyone?
Yes. So, and because of the border and everything, so I'm going to send her a little gift card for Amazon.
That's good.
And then we're going to give these keto bricks away.
All right.
But we're going to give it away to somebody who is on the live stream tonight, at some point tonight.
So should they put a hashtag in
there?
Nope,
because it's just going to be, they're going to have to have been active for within 15 minutes of when we decide we're going to give it away. So I'll give everybody a heads up. So stay active in the chat.
All right.
If you have a question that you really want answered, make sure you tag at 2crazyketos, and we may miss it. I'm going to apologize if we miss it. You can also use the super chat down below, which also helps support the channel.
So I just want to say, I noticed that
now you got to tell me which one we're doing so I can highlight it and put it on the screen.
Okay, scooch up a little bit. No, this way.
That's down.
Okay, so up a little bit more. Up a little bit more.
You're taking too long here.
Okay, well, the what I noticed was I saw Diane Morgan wanted to give you a big hello, howdy, hey. She was like, I don't know why I'm in here. I know why you're in here.
Why?
Because I love her. And I'm glad you're here. Just wanted to say a special hi.
So, let's see. I'm looking for some things. Debbie said, I haven't seen my son or grandson or, what is it, DI since March 2020 when they went to Disney.
Daughter-in-law.
Just before the shut. Oh, daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, man. Well, are you going to get to see them this coming Sunday? It's Mother's Day.
It is.
And we have been working our hind tushy off.
We're going to have all 3 of our children. Actually 4.
All of my ducklings, and now I have a 4th duckling.
Yep.
Is going to be under the same roof this Sunday for
Which
a barbecue.
Reminds me.
You've got a big ask in
for
here.
For all my pit masters out there.
He needs
I'm
help.
going to do something that I've never done before.
Very vulnerable.
So I stupidly put out the question to everybody who's coming. What kind of barbecue do you like?
Right.
Thinking everybody's going to say the same thing, right?
No.
I've got one person who wants chicken breast, and I've got one person who wants brisket, and I've got somebody who wants beef ribs.
Yeah, that's me. And I should get what I want.
I've got somebody who wants pork ribs.
Right.
So here's the question. In one smoker, and it is a large smoker, and it does have a side smoke box, so if something gets done a little early, I can kind of shift it off to the side to kind of keep it warm at 100 degrees. How am I going to accomplish cooking a brisket, beef ribs, and pork ribs all in the same smoker so that they're finished all at the same time?
How should he?
Which they need to be done at 3 o'clock.
They need to be done at 3 o'clock. This is the math question right here.
This is the math question. What
masters.
Time do I need to start? The brisket we cooked the other day, I started at 6 a.m. and it was done at about 4 p.m. And that was at 250 degrees.
So you need to do 5 a.m.?
I don't know.
We need help.
I need help because it's all got to be done in the same smoker. Fortunately, I can do everything at the same temperature.
But you know that it's got to be perfect because it's Mother's Day.
Yeah. It's just another day. Isn't that what you said for years?
Even not now, not when all the babies are coming home, and our grandpuppy. This is the first time we're having our grandpuppy over too.
Can you please stop saying that?
I love it so much.
Somebody left a comment on our 2 Crazy Campers video today and said, "Oh, it must be so nice that you get to go camping with your daughter."
I love you. I love you, Grandpa Joe.
Kara said, "Hey, 2KK family, May 6th is one of my favorite days of the year. My anniversary, number 26 years. Hopefully steak is on the menu. The Hubs has surprised me with the restaurant."
Well, happy anniversary to you, Miss Kara. How many years is it?
She just said 26.
Oh, did she say 26?
Yes.
I only heard 6, because it's May 6th. I'm sorry. Well, that's exciting. 26 is huge. I think Miriam and Chris are 21.
Mary said, "You need to join the RecTech Facebook group. If you haven't yet asked that question, you will get lots of help."
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I have not yet done that.
There's Karen's got it right. If a train leaves Chicago at 4:30... Didn't you hate those questions in math? I always got that question.
It was horrible.
Every single time.
Okay, so Miriam said, Chris says smoke everything you can, wrap it in foil, and then put it in the oven.
All right.
Okay, but if I overcook something, I'm in trouble.
No.
Especially the beef ribs.
Do I look like somebody who would beat him up just because he messed up Mother's Day meal?
Yes. Andrea said, start the brisket at 4 a.m., add the ribs 2 hours later, and the chicken 3 hours after that.
Thank you, Andrea. I love this.
That is really good. Okay, so wait a second.
I like these solid
numbers.
But
when I cook ribs, my ribs generally take 3 to 4 hours. So what temperature are you doing at? Because remember, we're in Florida, so I can't really get below 225, 230 degrees. Like, it just doesn't work. We try it. And
it's hotter outside.
It's like over 100 degrees right now. So
how?
What temperature?
It's May.
It's ridiculous. Okay, I saw a question.
Yes.
Xana wants to know any suggestions to kick into ketosis when I'm doing intermittent fasting and 20 grams of carbs. Nothing is working week 5. Okay. How are you testing? Why do you not think you're in ketosis? So here's my question. First of all, are you counting net carbs or total carbs? Okay, because if you're counting net carbs and you're eating a lot of packaged foods,
that could be it.
There is a chance that some of those packaged foods are kicking you out of ketosis. Like, some of these fibers that they're calling fibers or maltitol, that stuff can all kick you out of ketosis. That's why we always say, if you want to do net carbs, fine, but put a total carb cap. Like, don't eat more than 30 to 40 total carbs. This way you're not going to overdo anything. You should still stay in ketosis if you're at 30 or 40 total carbs, unless you're like literally not getting off of the bed. But how are you testing? Are you testing with pea strips? Because usually that's what somebody's using on week 5. And if you are, those pea strips mean absolutely nothing past week 2.
Yeah.
So let us know, and we'll come back to that. Patty said, I have 2 grandpuppies and 5 grandkids. We don't have any grandkids yet.
No grandbabies yet.
Thank you, Jesus.
You're not ready for those?
I'm not ready for those.
Really?
No, because I'm just getting into my RVing, and then grandbabies are going to keep me home.
Oh, no, you'll take them on the road. Can you imagine?
I can really see that happening.
Oh my gosh. I can totally see that happening. All right.
Jessica said, my husband and I are talking about starting to go camping with our kids.
You'll
He's
love
all
it.
about tent camping. I said, I'm game as long as there are bathrooms. I'm actually really excited.
I'm excited.
Hey, listen, I love tent camping. I grew up tent camping.
Camping?
When I married Rachel, I got her to go tent camping. It's just a little bit more difficult here in Florida between mosquitoes and the heat during the summer. And then in Florida, it rains every single day, starting right about now. Like, we got a downpour today, which we needed. I mean, everything's really dry.
Hey, it's so dry.
But the whole winter is our dry season. Come mid-May, you get into the rainy season, and you can literally set your watch by the rain. Like, it is going to rain every day around 3 o'clock. It's going to rain.
It'll start raining. You're like, yep, it's 3 o'clock.
30 minutes to an hour, and then it's going to be completely dry. You're not going to know it rained at all, except for all of a sudden it's really muggy and sticky for another hour.
Yeah, and like you're sweaty.
And that is every day. So it gets miserable tent camping after a while.
Well, no, but the only thing is, even with all that, we would be home after the camping trip, and it was like your heart was so full. You just knew that you family'd that weekend. Like, it was just so beautiful. And also, it was a great excuse to get them away from all of their, like, kind of high-tech stuff.
Right.
And just do board games and look at the stars and look for clouds and go fishing. And it was just so awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
I loved it.
Maitreya said, PSH, griddle the chicken.
Okay.
Everything you do as you pull it, wrap it in butcher paper and then towels and rest it in a cooler, and they'll be fine holding.
Nice.
That sounds good. I'm thinking what I'll do is wrap it in butcher paper or wrap it in foil and then stick it in the cold smoker section of the Rectac, because that'll be off to the side, and so long as I'm wrapping it, it won't get more smoke flavor into it.
Maitreya, can I just say that Joe came home yesterday with the biggest smile on his face saying, did you see that Maitreya said that she was going to eat eggs because, like, I wasn't really happy about eggs, but, like, she's going to do it with us, like, for a couple of days. That made him feel so good.
It did.
It completely wiped the sourpuss off his face, just the thought that you're doing it. I want to set the record
straight here. I love eggs.
He just doesn't like, baby doesn't like to be put in a corner, though.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's only eggs. And we're not doing this like most people do an egg fast, where you have like an egg and then a tablespoon of butter and then an ounce of cheese. This is, you can have eggs. The only
doing condiments on it.
Well, a little bit of condiments.
Salsa?
We said a little bit, because again, salsa, carbs, like you can have like a tablespoon.
Yeah.
But we're not doing like all the butter. We're doing enough butter to cook them if you need to, and most of the time I don't. Or like no more than 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat source for the entire day. And then I did get her to allow me to have either a keto chow or an equip shake.
You just have to use,
because I want protein, but I have to use eggs as the fat source. But what I've done is I have almost gotten it to have the perfect keto pancakes
on the Blackstone.
On the Blackstone. I created 2 different things. One is a keto pancake using keto chow and cream cheese. And then the other one that I made this morning for breakfast on my way out is I made a crepe using the equip. Because the equip is thinner and it doesn't have the xanthan gum and everything in there. So it spreads out thinner. and they were delicious.
I have to keep him in a corner like this because his desperation makes him super creative. If you're desperate, like, do you suddenly become creative if you put yourself in a box like we have done this week? Because all of a sudden he's like,
3 dozen eggs a day for me.
How do I make this not terrible? Let's get creative.
3 dozen eggs is a lot of eggs.
I just think it's funny.
It is a lot of eggs to just, like, I can't eat 3 dozen scrambled eggs. I'm just not going to eat 3 dozen scrambled eggs.
That kind of stuff never bothers me because I am so, like, I can just eat the same thing all the time. He just can't take it.
So Easy Zell said, I started keto and intermittent fasting in August. I have lost a lot of fat and I'm a lot healthier now. My wife has joined the journey in January. Thanks for the support and your positive encouragement.
Easy, we're so glad that you're here and thanks for letting us be a part of your journey. Like, that's a super, super honor. And I'm so tickled that your wife is in it with you. Like, doesn't that just make it special when you have a partner in keto?
Oh, I just saw one from Lori and it jumped.
Hey, Lori.
Where'd it go? It was kind of funny.
Lori Holcomb, the Keto Crafter.
Yes.
If you have not subscribed to her channel, don't keep missing out. She's been putting out some awesome videos.
Lori said, in September, I will have served 20 years of this life sentence called marriage.
How cute is that? Oh my gosh, you and your husband are adorbs too.
Caboodle said, our anniversary is this month. My wife is a genius and wanted to get married on her birthday. So she'll never forget when our anniversary is. 18 years together on the 30th.
Happy
anniversary. So our anniversary is coming up. It is
Ours
May
is
15th.
The 15th.
Yep. I like that because I was like, I'm not going to forget the 15th. Like,
Slap
I would
dab
forget
in
like
the
the
middle.
12th or maybe the 17th. But
should have done the
5th.
15th.
We had the weirdest wedding ever, though. We got married on a Thursday.
Yes.
At 3 p.m. on the patio of the pastor's office.
Yeah, we just wanted it like, what is
and there were 5 people there.
What's the most non-traditional thing?
And then
I wore a blue dress.
Cracker Barrel
for
as a dinner.
Yeah.
With just the family.
Well, here's the thing.
And then we went to Disney World.
For like, but it was on like one of those play 4 days.
And we only went for 2 days.
Because we had kids. Well, it was like Yours, Mine, and Ours, that movie with Lucille Ball
love that movie.
and Henry Fonda. You know, like there's no way that we could leave 3 small boys.
Yep.
For any long time. It was.
I don't even. Who did we leave them with? Did we leave them with your mom?
Yeah.
No. They went to their other parents.
Went to their other parents. But it was like you got to get right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now. He said +1 to what Chris said. Leslie said, my 40th birthday was on Cinco de Mayo.
Ooh.
I found a keto bakery near me, and I got a gorgeous cake that I didn't have to make.
I love that. Well, let's sing happy birthday to Leslie.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leslie. Happy birthday to you.
I'm going to switch over here and make sure we still say excellent condition. Yes, it does.
I have an Aunt Leslie, and I just adore her. So well done. I love Leslie's.
Lisa said, oh, Lord, I hated those questions, Rachel, and I had worse in college.
So here's the thing, too. You know what my kids hate? Because we had the train one. Mm-hmm. Our kids always had some weird thing, a question that revolved around corn. Mm-hmm. It was always like, these are having... maize was pounded into this. Like, I don't know why, but for their generation, it was always corn questions.
Right.
What is that about?
He said, I cook my pork ribs at 250 using a 2-2-1 method. See, I always shoot for the 2-2-1 method, and
3, 2,
they're always
1.
done at
Contact.
like 2-2 or 2-1.
2 and
like,
2.
I don't know. And I think it's the Florida heat, but I will say this. I've noticed that with the pit boss compared to the Rectech, the Rectech cooks much evenly because you don't get the pit boss. As much as I love that thing, you had the grate on the bottom, so sometimes you would get flare-ups when you took it out of foil. And this one doesn't have that. It's just got the pan across.
When you
plus
want to
I can
open
wrap
it,
in foil.
When you want
the horns
on it, so awesom.
Lynn said Joe cooked some thighs the day before. Some things the day before. Let's see. Diana said, I went over to the video. There is no comment section to try to get in on the giveaway. Hold on. Let me go find it.
Let's go check.
It should be there.
Yeah. Ooh, I saw somebody got a big bag of orange
Talk while I
today.
Talk while I do. Oh, I do this right here.
Oh.
I have it right here.
pull it up.
Control C.
So I'm wearing my Superman shirt today.
This is the video you should be commenting on.
Because we just watched Justice League on Sunday, the movie.
Yep.
Why do I get upset at the prospect of watching a 4-hour movie? Because that seems like really long. And at the same time, upset that there won't be enough of a series to watch that's 20 episodes long.
Hold on 1 second. So I'm looking on here, and there is a comment section. If you check that link that I just put in, scroll down just a little bit, and it says 466 comments, and right below that there's add a public comment, and that's where you're going to put your comment. So you're not going over on the side or anything like that. You're going to go to add a public comment. It should be right there on the bottom. Okay. Back to questions.
Yeah, so yeah. What did you think of it? We won't give anything away.
We're not going to give anything away. I really liked that movie. It was really good. I know I'm going to get shot.
Oh.
But I think it was better than the Marvel movies. Like
Did
the
you really?
cinematography,
The cinematography
the storyline
was really awesome. I don't know if the storyline is...
The fact that you had to bring... It took 4 hours, but I would rather it be 3 to 4 hours and tell me it all.
I'm now rewatching it with Caleb, and they break it into chapters.
Yeah. And
we're sort of watching the chapters as like an episode.
Although Ben Affleck as Batman just doesn't cut it. He's too old.
No.
He's older than Alfred.
Do you know?
Or he looks older than Alfred.
Do you know who the next Batman is?
No.
Robert Pattinson from Twilight.
This
is where we're at, people.
No.
This is where we're at.
I'm sorry, like, I grew up with Adam West as Batman. But aside from that, as far as the modern day Batman movies...
I met Adam West several times.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
The same way. That's what was.
Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
He hit you at the right time in your life.
He was the best Batman.
He was good. I don't know if he was the best.
He was the best one.
But you know what? I don't want to poo-poo the Robert Pattinson thing. Okay. Because I was dead wrong about Heath Ledger. Mm-hmm. I was like, Heath Ledger is the Joker. And he was awesome.
Okay. Xana, okay, back to Xana.
Yes.
Net carbs, all clean food, no package, no weight loss, no inches lost.
So I would switch to total carbs.
Give it time, but yeah, you might want to switch to total carbs. You might want to figure out, is there something that is making you retain some water? Is, maybe you don't do well with dairy. Maybe, you know, there's so many factors that could come into that after 5 weeks, though. But, like, how many net carbs are you trying to stay under 20 net carbs? What does your total carb look like? Are you eating maybe way too many vegetables? There's so many different things that come into play with. But again, so no weight loss, no inches lost. Again,
give it time.
I was curious, like you're saying you're not in ketosis. If you're eating under 20 carbs and you're not doing any sugars or anything like that, and you're not doing things that turn into sugar, like eating grains and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if you're doing like the keto breads. A lot of times that can affect you. It's pretty hard to not be in ketosis, regardless of even what a Keto Mojo or something says.
Yeah.
So you might want to just try cutting carbs way back. It could just be your body's adapting. That happens a lot of times when you first get started. You lose some weight, then you're gonna just kind of hit for a couple days where you're just going to stay stagnant, and then that's your body kind of adjusting, going, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and then all of a sudden you have what everybody calls like the whoosh. Like our old pastor, like the old campus pastor who started keto
just recently,
about 2 months ago, messaged us, and we were kind of guiding him along, and he sent us a message while we were in New York. He's like, so this keto whoosh thing is real, because I didn't have any weight loss for like 3 weeks, and all of a sudden, like in 2 days, whoosh, like
Boom.
4 pounds. So it does happen. It's just your body adjusting and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Linda got her big bag of orange cream today. Yeah, orange cream is back in stock. That is a summer flavor over there at
Try
Keto
it
Chow.
if you haven't with coconut oil.
There's a link down below. If you use our link, you get 10% off your entire purchase at Keto Chow.
Joe and Rachel, I'm having a coffee Coke right now. They have them at Walmart.
We rated... what was it? ShopRite. When we were in New York.
I had never been to ShopRite. You probably
had. It's a grocery store.
I know, but I feel very exotic and awesome when I try a new grocery store.
They had them on sale for $1.60. So we bought them all. And the lady was like, what are you doing? And we're like, we're buying them all. Because number one, this is cheap. And number two, it's impossible to find them.
And she says it happens a lot when people come from out of town.
She's like, people drive to us from Malamar.
Because they don't have them where they live. And I always think that's funny. Because it's like, yeah, I can remember my mom's friends, where Aunt Lou is from Michigan, and I know when she goes to visit, she comes home with a whole suitcase full of stuff that you can't get here.
Yeah.
So it's like, I gotta stock up.
Jason Perfect said to Zenna, fat adaptation could take 6 to 8 weeks. Stay on the course, and you will get there. Absolutely true. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Definitely want to follow Average J Keto or Keto Technician on his YouTube channel as well. He's got some great videos and also awesome interviews with people who have gone through their keto journey, so that it provides a lot of inspiration, and also you can see all of them have kind of different experiences, so they're awesome.
Amber said, I'm so excited. We are taking our camper to South Dakota in July for a family reunion. That is really cool.
I love that.
It's funny. We were talking.
Camping is made for family reunions.
It is.
It causes you to slow down.
I'm very upset though, because we had 5 days booked at one of the most difficult campsites in Florida to get, Rainbow Springs.
Right.
Do you know when it is?
When?
It is the week that we have to go to Omaha.
The only thing is, I know what you're saying, and I know that.
So I've got me on the list to try to find another one, but we are giving up.
But
5 days of Rainbow Springs to go to Omaha.
I don't feel like it's giving up though. I am so, like, I need to go to Omaha. I need to see these people, Joe. I need the people.
So if you are in the Midwest area up there in the Omaha area, we are going to the Keto Summit Omaha in August. I don't remember the date. It's like August 22nd, something like that. I'm sure somebody can put it in there. Go over to the lowcarbevents.com and there's a link for that.
Come out and hang out with us.
Yes.
I love it.
Kabuto said Karen was hopping mad when her keto sticks weren't changing color until she found out they don't work after the second week or so. Yeah, so if you're new, here's what happens is the pea sticks. What they're measuring is the ketones that are in your urine, which is your body is just, you start creating ketones, your body starts spilling them into the urine because it's not ready to start using them yet. Because the bottom line is ketosis is your body's survival state. It's basically like your body is starving to death. So what we're going to do is we're going to start converting the fat to ketones. And we're going to use the ketones for fuel. So when it first happened, you're creating all those ketones. Because it can happen even if you just eat super low calorie. If you're eating like 4,000 calories and you start eating just 400 calories of just sugar, you're going to go into ketosis at some point. It's not a healthy ketosis, but it's how your body survives. It spills them into the urine, but then what happens is after a couple weeks, your body starts going, okay, I'm going to use those ketones now for fuel, and it stops spilling them into the urine and starts using them all. So now all of a sudden you're peeing on the sticks and there's nothing showing up. That's because your body isn't dumping the excess ketones. It's using the ketones. Yeah. So, and that happens with everybody. After like week 3, you start going, what am I doing wrong? Well, you're not doing anything wrong. That's why they're great at first, for the first week or two, because you're like, yes, I did it. Then throw them out.
They need to sell them in a smaller quantity because they're not cheap.
It's either like 10 or 100.
I know. It's like, what am I going to do with this other billion strips? And it's not really something that you can like pass on to somebody else. Like, this has been in my bathroom.
Jess said, you all are going to be the cutest grandparents. Two
crazy grand ketos. Thank you.
Lisa does not like tent camping.
You know, the compromise, I think, is definitely, and we're gonna have a review of one coming out pretty soon on our camping channel, is the hard-sided pop-up camper.
I gotta edit that one.
That is amazing.
This wasn't just a hard-sided pop-up. This thing was like incredible.
It starts really tiny, and then
it's called the Trail Manor,
and it's amazing.
Yeah. That's what I was saying before. So yeah, we were talking about how much we love our RV, but like after the New York trip, we're ready to do longer trips. We're ready to drive to Texas. We're ready to drive to Utah.
We feel more confident.
We feel good.
We're proud of Eleanor.
Got to get my truck fixed because my air conditioning is shot. And
now it's hot.
At first, I was like, maybe I got 55,000 miles on the truck. Maybe I should trade it in. Trucks down here are $100,000.
That's a house.
An F-250, an F-350 diesel truck
That's
right now.
That's a house.
$100,000. There's such a lack of computer chips that they're selling trucks now for like $10,000 to $15,000 over MSRP.
Is that the craziest thing you've ever heard?
I stopped at the Dodge dealer. He was like, "Oh yeah, if you order one today, you'll get it in 8 months." 8 months. So. We're just going to fix it up.
Make this truck work.
And we're going to fix up the camper the way we like it and just like keep adding things on. I'm putting on different steps. What else am I doing? I'm changing out our refrigerator. We've got the solar panels on. And we're just going to start traveling this country because Rachel actually enjoyed a 3,000-mile trip. I could not believe it.
Well,
the girl who hated a 2-hour drive.
But I'm telling you, it is different on keto because you're not weird and hangry. My anxiety is super reduced, and like now that we're on keto, it was a completely different experience.
I know the next trip's going to Texas, but I just want to go to Buc-ee's.
I know. That place is awesome.
Donna wants to know, do we take electrolytes or magnesium?
Both.
Yes and yes. So here's what we take. So we use Keto Chow electrolyte drops, and we use the daily minerals. We use that on a daily basis.
But the daily minerals you want to use like in your cooking mostly.
Yeah, I just pour it on our steaks.
The taste.
I pour it on our eggs. It's basically, you don't taste it that way because it's like salty. Excuse me. Then we take the keto. No, I kind of burped.
Oh.
We do the Keto Chow magnesium drops, and then we also do the Smart Sleep from Equip, okay? And with that, that's like a lemon drink. You take it at night. Between the two of them, we get plenty of magnesium. We get good night's sleep. We don't have any crampings. And then we also, just when I want to drink stuff throughout the day, which is like what I have here, I use the Redmond Relight. That's kind of like a flavored drink. And they have lemon lime. They have berry. What else? Pina colada. There's another watermelon lime.
Yep.
And then there's an unflavored one. And we have a link for them. And if you use the code 2krazyketos, you'll get 15% off. So yes, we do electrolytes every single day. Let's see. Kristen said, "Oh man, I feel that for camping, South Texas, and it's always humid."
It's just kind of like, but you know what? While we're camping, once I get like, all right, I'm greasy and wet, it's something kicks in and I'm like, all right, I'm fine. Also, if I can stick my feet in water, I mean, and Joe will tell you, sometimes I will just have a tote full of water and I've got my feet in it and I'm sitting in my camping chair. If my feet are
wet... Don't lean forward too much. This is not an autofocus camera.
Oh, sorry. If I have my feet wet, I'm fine. I can take a lot of high temperatures. Does anybody else feel comfortable when their feet's wet? I know that's weird.
I went out today. I'm kind of cleaning up the patio. Here's Rachel, who I'm out in the front because we moved the camper.
I put a picture of Tabitha underneath that shade.
We're having a concrete slab poured at our house this weekend, and this way we can put the camper over there. So yeah, hopefully it's not raining. Tomorrow he's coming to dig up. So I have the camper now in my driveway, and all of a sudden Rachel comes out and she's like pulling stuff out of the basement storage. I'm like, what are you looking for? She's like, I'm looking for our little canopy. So I go out to the pool area. She's got the beach canopy up with her computer. She's sitting in the pool with her computer on the side working on kids ministry.
Well, because then it's nice and cool. I was already like sweaty and dirty because I've been trying to work on this challenge too. Like if you haven't started, we were doing the May in Motion, Stay in Motion challenge with daily activities. And let me tell you, today I got in the Park It challenge where you have to park way across the parking lot if you're doing errands and walk across. And I thought, why is it today? I parked the furthest I could at Walmart, and then I had all of this gardening crap to haul, and it was like pushing like a boulder across the parking lot.
Your Park It challenge actually benefited Pinch a Penny today.
Did it?
Yeah, because I did something I never do. And I shouldn't even admit I don't do this, but I never take my cart back. Never.
I'm going to tell Joyce Meyer on you.
I don't take my cart back.
I'm telling her.
I will put it if they have one of those little, like, corrals in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But because of your challenge today, I actually, and it was a guy who offered to take it back. I said, no, I'll take mine and I'll take yours. I parked all the way on the other side to get chlorine.
I'm so
and
proud.
then I walked all the way back after I put the chlorine in the car and brought my cart all the way back to the store instead of just a corral.
Handshake.
So
very proud of you, sir.
Plus, I saw Renee said, Joe, did you do your burpees today? Yes, I did.
Renee, I love you so much. Thank you for holding him accountable, because when he's like, I'm going back to bed, I'm like, have you let Renee know that you've pushed the snooze button? And he's like, oh, I'm getting up.
Stacy said it rains in Florida to tell people to get out of the sun.
That's true. That's true.
Shelby said, did you stay full keto on vacation? I'm going to Disney World in a week, and I'm not sure I will be able to resist, or I will, and then I'll be sad.
Aww.
Okay, so we actually have a video coming out on this. Yes, we stay keto. We have not gone off of keto since I started, which is 4 years now. I don't want to have to deal with what's going to happen when I go off. For a while, for me, I didn't go off the keto because I didn't trust myself to get back onto keto, and now I just enjoy what I have. And now I will say what we do is, I hate the term. We say it all the time. People use it all the time. We don't like it. Like dirty or lazy keto.
I don't like that.
We kind of
convenient keto.
We changed the
Convenience?
name. We changed the name to travel keto.
Travel keto.
Right.
Okay.
So what we do is
that.
when we go on a trip, we will allow ourselves to have things that we may not have very often at home.
Like beef jerky.
Like beef jerky that may have been cured with a little bit of sugar.
There you
like
go.
from Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Now, are we still counting our carbs and stuff? Yes. But we're like, okay, there's a little bit of sugar in this beef jerky. I'm good. Now a serving of this has 3 carbs instead of 0 carbs like what I'm going to make at home.
Pork rinds.
I may have pork rinds that have maltodextrin in it. I may indulge in a C4 energy drink. So these are things that I almost would never have at home, or maybe once a month. Whereas if we go on the road, like I'll drink more diet soda. I'm okay more with aspartame. Like where it's a little bit more convenient because we're on the road, especially with a 3,000-mile drive.
But for us, you know, it's not so much as we're worried about stalling ourselves weight-wise, you know, and then like having to get back on the weight train problem. Ours is really about feeling healthy. So once I don't have like anxiety and depression anymore, I don't want to go back to that. So
Right.
So that's a big, you know, plus for keto for me, that, you know, for him with joint pain and having so much arthritis for so many years, it will come back, and pretty quickly, if you start incorporating the wonky stuff back into your diet. So like, we don't want to feel sore or have any of those problems. So that's kind of a, you know, an incentive that maybe some other people may not have because they're just like focused on weight.
Right.
So it's whether or not you're gonna have weight stuff. For us, it's like I don't want any of those like health problems coming back.
Yeah. I mean, and for like, even like if you want to treat, you know, I would indulge in like Perfect Keto, the Numanola bars. I eat a bunch of those. I enjoy those. Whereas here at home, I may have one a week. I had one every day or every other day while I was up there. But if you go to Disney, the only thing there's a lot of keto options in Disney.
There
really are. Stay away from the bakery. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. There is a lot of keto options. And
by the way, the turkey leg is one of the cleanest ingredients things that they sell there. They don't have any sugar added into it. Like if you go to Costco, they inject that thing with like lots of dextrose water and stuff. The turkey leg at Disney World is really, really clean.
Look up like Disney World eating guide and keto, because there's a lot of people that have put out things of like, honestly, like every single restaurant in not just Disney World and the parks, but every single hotel that Disney owns, they break out what would be a good thing to order wherever you're at.
Jennifer said, I only camp in hotels. I thought Heath said that when I first saw it, but it was Jennifer.
That is awesome.
Jessica said, the only thing I'm hesitant about tent camping in the summer in Arizona, 100 degrees is the norm. Thinking those will have to be areas where there's lakes or for some reprieve from the heat.
That is definitely, that's a great.
And that's like an oven heat.
That is great.
I don't know what's worse.
That's a great thing for a water balloon fight, a water gun fight. Definitely like want to get around water and that sort of thing. That would be a good area for that.
Chris said, "Hey-o, everybody. I'm driving home after taking Miriam to the Brazilian barbecue for dinner. I loved the song."
Well, we love you, Chris.
I actually got a coupon in my email today for Texas de Brazil, but it was like not a good anniversary. It was like, here, we're going to celebrate your anniversary. And it was like free dessert. I'm like, I don't want dessert.
Right.
Give me like 10% off of my meal or something.
Give me more meat.
Just give me more meat.
So it's their anniversary. Does this mean...
It's art for us. It was, hey, go celebrate your anniversary.
No, but what I was going to ask is, since it's their anniversary, 9 months from now, are we going to have more bear cubs?
That would be cool.
They make pretty babies.
And the next set would be twins.
It would be twins.
I think it's time for them to have
Yeah,
some
because
of
they
those
made
twins.
like twins.
2, 1, 2, and they had 2, 1, 2,
It's time.
1. So if they have another, if they get pregnant again,
You
it'll be
know
another
you
set of
make gorgeous
twins.
children.
Joy said, "What is the point of the egg fast? Seriously, I don't understand." A joke.
It was a joke.
So what happened was we came home to 7 dozen eggs. And so we're like, what are we going to do with all these eggs?
It's a lot of eggs.
Rachel loves eggs. I like eggs. So Rachel's like, let's just eat only eggs for a few days. Now, some people do. There is a purpose of doing it. So people talk about like, hey, I want to reboot myself. The reason somebody would do an egg fast or a beef and butter fast is basically it's an elimination diet. Eliminate everything else out of your diet and usually it's just like 2 or 3 days. Like 3 days, eat only eggs, some fat, and maybe some cheese, and then see how you feel. It kind of like restarts you, gets you away from sugar alcohols, gets you away from, eating spices and whatever you're eliminating.
Yeah, because maybe like especially during the holidays or something, somebody may have fallen down like the prepackaged snack or nut hole where you're like, I can't stop eating this. If you say to yourself, I can't stop eating this thing, and I know I'm eating too much of this thing, sometimes people just do this to be like, okay, get away from it.
But there's nothing magical about only eating eggs. It just other than it's like a way to eliminate everything else. Rachel decided that we were going to just eat eggs because she liked the egg fast last time. Plus, she wanted to torture me because I didn't like it.
And it's been 2 years since we did it.
What makes this one different is back then it was like 1 to 1 to 1. So for every egg, you had like an ounce of cheese and an ounce of fat or something. I don't remember exactly what the ratios were. And this time we decided to keep it at 1 to 1, like 1 gram of protein to 1 gram of fat.
Because I don't eat as much cheese as I used to.
Right. Well, what this ended up doing was we didn't take into account that literally I have to eat like 3 dozen eggs a day to maintain the protein that I'm trying to maintain. And she's eating 2 dozen. So we could have done this egg fast for literally 1 to 2 days. Instead, we're buying eggs every day. Because the girls give us 4 to 6, and we're eating 5 dozen eggs a day.
But I'm one of those people who, once I've started something, we're finishing it. Like, that's just my personality.
Except for I did get you to drop it down to 5 days because you were 7.
I did. So now it's just Monday through Friday.
Chris said mustard has no carbs, but I wouldn't put those on my eggs. Me neither.
I sometimes put them on my eggs.
Bridget wants to know, what does everybody like more, a smoker or a Blackstone? We have them both. I enjoy them both. A Blackstone, if you can only have one, I'm always going to tell somebody to get a Blackstone. It's more versatile.
You can cook everything. It's like...
I'm making pizza out there, eggs out there, bacon,
like
hamburgers.
Like a hibachi, when you would go out to eat at like Benihana's and they're cooking everything. If you go to any kind of like diner, they're cooking everything on that.
Yeah. Here's another one for Rachel. Diane said mayo on eggs is tasty.
Diane, I'm all about the mayonnaise on the eggs. I love it.
Linda said, what can I do to get over my fear of raw eggs? You don't need to.
Cook them.
You don't need to. I mean,
Cook those eggs.
Raw eggs don't bother me. I'm not eating a raw egg if I have to look at a raw egg. If I have to taste the sliminess of a raw egg.
Blended up in the Vitamix.
Yeah. I mean, so I'll put it in Vitamix. We put it in our coffee sometimes when I just want creaminess. And the biggest reason I do that is heavy cream just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I love keto chow with heavy cream, but more than an ounce or so.
The little bulgy baby thing.
Let's do this. Let's pick the winner.
It's time.
I want to make sure it's not our thing. Okay, so you ready?
Yes.
we are going to go over to this one.
Pick a winner.
That's the URL.
All right.
Ready?
Let's see how many people want to try the Chow Club Box. Now we're going to do this twice. Ooh, 446 people. All right, let's see who the winner is. It is Yarn About Sandy.
What did she say?
Oh, man.
Now I'm kicking myself for not ordering. This looks delicious.
Oh.
It is my favorite coffee drink. So happy for you guys to have your own flavor.
Thank you, Sandy. It's coming to you too.
We have one more.
One more. This one's going to come from Chris and Miriam. Cybernut 4 from Maryland.
So love the new flavor. It's so yummy. Congratulations on the new flavor. Two awesome couple you are.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, so here's what you guys need to do. You need to send us an email at joe@twocrazyketos.com with all of your shipping information and your email address to be on file, and we will send it right out. Now, today, it's very important to me that we actually get the winner, okay? Mm-hmm. And that these boxes go out. So we're going to give them until Sunday.
Okay.
And if we don't hear from the winner, we're going to give it back away to somebody else.
All right. Awesome.
I want to make sure somebody wins. And sometimes, people don't watch and never find out they won. And, we apologize for that.
Sign up for
they sign up and then they never go look. And so they need to watch the video.
They may already be a winner.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give people 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and you see all these people that are leaving chat?
Ooh.
And we will give away these keto bricks,
but
it's only to somebody who's actually active in the comment.
I love it. So make sure you just say, hey, howdy, hey, or something. Just say something.
Don't flood it because it's only going to take one of the comments anyway. So
yeah.
It's not like you can leave 50 comments and you get 50 entries. Blaine said, I had eggs in honor of Joe today.
Aw, thank you. Doesn't that make you feel good? You're not by yourself in this. I'm enjoying it.
Chris said, I'm going to send Joe an email with a picture of my elbow.
Oh.
What is that for? Am I missing something?
Did he bump his elbow? Is it a funny bone?
I don't know. Maybe it jumped and I missed something. Sylvia want to know, what jerky did I like from Buc-ee's?
This jerky.
Thank you.
Just kidding.
We liked the spicy one. It was like, and the guy's like, it's not, it's, I don't remember, it was like hot and spicy, but it wasn't super hot and spicy. It was good.
I think
we did try that habanero one, and that, oh my gosh, like spice doesn't bother me.
Ooh,
and
it was like
was
a peri-peri.
Until you put something in your mouth, like a liquid. So like I put it in my mouth. Rachel's like, oh my gosh, this is so hot. I'm like, it's fine.
I drank coffee after
that. Then I took a sip of water.
Idiot.
And it was like my mouth was on fire. So fortunately, we had some cheese, and when I ate the cheese, the fire went away. That packet is in there, and nobody will touch it.
Drank the coffee, and I was just like, well, that was dumb. I activated it. Activate heat.
Too Crazy Kid is okay. I can't stand to eat one thing for more than a couple of days. So
That's
5 days would be really challenging. I did a fat fast for 2 days and was like, I'm done.
You know what is a fun fast challenge if somebody's interested in? Clean out your refrigerator challenge. If you say that, like, I'm just going to eat whatever is the meats and things frozen in my refrigerator, like clean out your freezer. That's a good challenge.
So Chris said, I would rather have a smoker if I could only have one. Both are medical devices, though, to keep me healthy.
Aww.
That's a good idea.
And that's a good way to look at it.
I think there was a few people who, I'm trying to go back up because it jumped. April said, we are getting so many eggs from our chickens, we can't eat them fast enough. Our neighbors, people that my hubby puts fences up for, whoever we meet gets eggs. They're all excited.
So I got a text message right before we came to sit down from Cackle Hatchery that just wanted me to know that over this week and next week, they have lots of extra baby chicks hatching and for sale. So if you are in the market to start your own backyard flock,
want more.
cacklehatchery.com, I think is what it's called, and go check it out because they have lots of different breeds of chickens. And for some reason, they must have thought this time last year when everybody was quarantined and like locked down, everyone was raising chickens. So they must have like had way more, eggs
Oh my
planned
God.
for this month.
Okay, we are so far behind.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
It bothers Joe more than it bothers me.
I know. Blaine said, I found Dr. Pepper Zero Vanilla Cream Soda. It was only one 12-pack. I snatched it up. It's delicious. Yeah, we tried it in New York. I thought it was pretty good.
I love Blaine's hat in his profile picture. That is like my favorite kind of hat on a guy.
Keto Crafter said the Keto Disney group is not very active.
Oh no. Okay. Well, if you go and look online for like online help and tips, people have put out different like recommendations outside of like a Facebook group.
Kristen said, I like the Disney plan, but I'm also in the mindset that one day is just one day. Like, if I ever go to France, you bet your butt I'm going to have a croissant. One day off plan won't kill you.
Go for it.
Yeah, it just depends on you.
Yeah.
Everybody is different, and some people recover better. Some of it's a mental thing, Like, for me, it was a long time of, like, I knew myself. Like, one of the things that always kept me from ever having a piece of bread, even knowing I would jump right back into being fat fueled, was I love bread so much. I've always had this mental thing that, like, if I get that, I may get that taste and want to keep having it.
I am an addict for sure when it comes to carbohydrates. And so I'm a little careful with myself, more so. Like, I treat myself. I mean, and for some people, they may think like, well, you're crazy. But I am one of two crazy ketos. But I don't want to go down that path because I am a little bit afraid. So I just kind of.
Shelly said, usually I get those free dessert offers. I ask for like an exchange due to diabetes.
That's
that is a
smart
great idea. Rachel would run the other way if I tried that. She's like, you've got balls.
Balls.
Renee said, one day off plan is not worth feeling like crap for even a day for me. I've worked too hard and feel so much better. Yeah, and again, it's a personal preference.
But let me tell you what, if I see somebody in our keto family and I'm giving you a big hug and I smell croissant breath, guess what? We are still friends and I love you so much. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah,
again, this is how we are, but everybody is different.
Yeah.
And that's what we love about our family here, is that there is no condemning anybody for like, well, you have to do it this way,
And
people say that, like, I can't believe you're willing to have aspartame. It doesn't bother me. It's like I'm not drinking like 25 cans of Coke a day. Everybody has to make their own decision for their health and feel like this is what I can deal with and still feel okay.
Yeah.
Diane said, I love eggs, but knowing that's all I could eat would make me not want some.
That's his mindset. He's just like, oh, now let me tell you, Monday morning he'll be like, let's make some eggs. Because it's not in the confines of the challenge.
Right. So Lori said, I had 2 churros and some potatoes when at Universal, and now I have an infection for the first time in 2 years.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lori. I loved your the recipe she did making the the Philly cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was really good.
That was good.
Of course, I watched it when I'm only allowed to have
I know. He was like, I want that now. He's like, I'm gonna go make that on the Blackstone. I'm like, not
I really feel like I should be allowed to have chicken.
Not till Saturday.
Shauna said, I don't like eggs enough. Different ways to be able to do an egg fast. Scrambled, over easy, or fried only. That's pretty much me. That's why I've started creating these pancakes. I'm like, I am following the rule. I can have a scoop of keto chow, or I can have a scoop of, whatchamacallit, why can't I think right now? A Quib. And I can have an ounce of cream cheese, that's cheese, and I can have eggs. And that's what I'm mixing together. And
it's getting creative.
It's been great.
It's the best thing for him.
Shauna, thank you very much for the $15 super chat. So just to say thank you for developing the best flavor ever with Keto Chow with my other favorite people.
Thank
you very much. I cannot
what a privilege
express, like, we were so worried people weren't going to like that flavor.
Well, and I'm just so thankful that we got the opportunity. And all of the comments that you guys have left, and just seeing you unboxing your the Keto Chow Club box has just blessed us so much. So, like, thank you so much for sharing how you're using it. We've gotten pictures of people drinking it hot, making it as an ice cream, and it's just blessed us so much.
Joe Ray said, I also think you have to know yourself. You can go off plan and get right back on. Will you binge? If yes, abstain.
Yeah. Like if I see myself as like a carboholic, so if I'm not going to go into a bar for even one night.
Okay,
like,
one more. And then let's do the keto bricks. Gail said
Gail.
I mix mustard into my eggs before I scramble them. Okay, we have to try that.
I have never done that before.
We have to try that.
I'm totally going to do that.
Okay, so you ready?
All right, let's find out who's getting some keto bricks.
Okay, so we're going to do this.
I don't even know
I want to cast this.
How you even do this newfangled thing.
Cast to studio browser. There we go.
Can you do it? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I just got to change it over. Okay.
So it says roll it? Is that what you hit?
We're going to hit roll it.
Roll it.
Okay. And anybody who's left a comment in the last 15 minutes is eligible to win.
All right.
Ready?
Dun, 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 dun.
Joanna.
Or Jonna.
Or
Donovan. Congratulations. You just won some keto bricks.
So, Jonna, here's what I need you to do. We're going to have you give us a little wave. And then this way we know that you're in here.
I actually just saw a comment from her saying that it is Teacher Appreciation Week and everybody's giving them candy.
Okay, is she here? Give
Yes.
me a little wave somewhere, Jonna. And do you see it?
I saw it.
And then what I'm going to have you do is send me an email at joe@twocrazyketos.com and we will send this off to you. So long as you're not in Canada or another country.
I saw somebody requesting a video of the pancakes you're making.
I'm working on it. I got to perfect them first, but I'm working on it.
I have to say, I have tasted them, and the one you did was very tasty. One you did, it was too watery. I didn't like it, but the other one was like nice and fluffy.
So Jonah actually asked a good question, but I didn't see it yet, about protein powders recommend drinking immediately after mixing.
But there it goes. John is right there.
Can I mix Equip Protein ahead of time, like overnight, for the next day?
Do you have to click on it to show it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I don't usually, but then again, half the time I don't do it with Keto Chow. It tastes better the next day, like Keto Chow, and it gets thicker the next day, but a lot of times, like, I am in a hurry.
Nice.
Just being honest.
Keto Chow tastes better the next day. I don't know about...
I've never seen anything on the Equip bag. I'll have to look. That says that you have to have it right away. I'll look on the bag.
The only thing that I would say is if you use egg as a fat source, like raw egg as the fat source, then I would absolutely drink it right away. I would not drink it the next
Chris
night.
said at this point, just give up on catching up on comments. It's not going to happen. There's 227 people watching.
Oh, we're having way too much fun. Thanks, Chris. Thank you guys for being here. We're so excited you're here. You know what we totally didn't realize, and I need to post, was we were on Keto Savage's
yes,
podcast.
We were. If you go Google Keto Savage podcast,
yeah.
He didn't let me know that it aired.
Yeah, so if you're interested in listening, to the podcast,
if I can, how many text messages have you sent to me since I sent that to you?
1 million.
Can I find that?
I wouldn't now.
No, I'm just gonna find the link for it. So you can read a couple of comments or talk to somebody while I look for the link.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't see all the comments.
Right there.
There you go. Okay. Jerry says, for me, loading on carbs is almost like being an alcoholic. For me, no judgment to others. I know I'm a carbaholic, and letting myself one indulgent a day may lead to others, so I'm just abstaining. That's kind of how I see it. But again, I know some people, have switched over. They never had problems with carbs. They've just started on keto to just, have some, different health benefits or lose weight, and they're not like me. But for me, it's kind of challenging.
Andrea said, funny thing about claiming diabetic issues. My husband's diabetic, and I've had to bypass, so I use that also.
That is a great thing to say. We've also noticed, and it's only been recently, that if you go into a restaurant and you ask them to just purchase things a la carte, because I used to get really frustrated.
I found it.
When you would go in and order, let's say a hamburger meal, and the side would be fries. And so you're saying like, well, give me the hamburger meal, but I don't want any bun and I don't want fries. And they substitute one piece of lettuce and that's it. And you feel really deprived and you're paying the same price for the meal you're not getting. So we'll go in there and say, can I just have 2 hamburger patties or cheeseburgers with bacon on it? Do you offer a la carte? And we've noticed that in the last year, restaurants are just so happy that you are frequenting their business that they will absolutely work with you.
Yep. Blaine said there is an end of the egg fast coming.
There
now
you go.
and knowing is half the battle. Go Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Tomorrow's the last day. Shelly said, my coach says, imagine your journey like a water pipe, and each time you go off keto, it causes a kink or bend, so the more bends, the slower the water will flow. That's a great analogy.
That's really good. I mean, and especially too, like, sometimes I don't want to have to deal with all of, like, the guilt. There's, like, guilt. You know what I mean? Like, do I enjoy it as much as I feel guilty about it?
Yeah.
Even if there isn't much to recover from, especially, like, if it's, like, we would just eat one thing, we would probably recover really well. Our body is very fat adapted at this point. After 3 years, like, my body knows what to do with fat. But I just, like, it would be a burden on me. And I'm like, I don't need any more burdens.
Bandit said, I tried all these keto hamburger buns today. They taste okay. Have you tried them yet? Back on plan at 3 days. I didn't even know they have a keto hamburger bun.
We did their bread, and it was like,
I didn't like it.
Disconcerting.
And it wasn't worth it. And I know a lot of people with all of those breads. The bottom line is almost all those breads are made with some type of a wheat. And I'd love to know how they're turning a wheat into 0 carbs. I just don't understand the science behind
I just
wheat
never
becoming
forget
0 carbs.
we took a slice of that bread and turned it into a ball and then like let it release, and it turned right back into the bread again.
And I know that Kim Howerton has done a lot of videos on her Facebook
check
support
those
group
out.
where she has shown like most of them like with her CGM like elevating her glucose.
Which we just got our CGM, and we've got to put ours.
We got to put our new ones back on.
Our new ones back on.
There you go. And Jonah said, Teacher Appreciation Week, and they've been giving us candy, baked goods, breakfast breads, not one good choice to be had. And yes, I have indulged. Can't wait till this week is over.
Well, now you'll have something else some more treats.
Yeah.
Like keto bricks. That's going to be awesome.
Let's see. Leslie said, I found a dill pickle relish. I bet that would be good with eggs.
I love relish on it.
So, who was it? Vlasic? Which is the one? No.
Mount Olive?
Mount Olive makes a relish that, what's weird is, so they're making a relish that uses sucralose.
Which some people don't like that.
Right. It's delicious.
It is delicious.
The funny part is on the front, it says made with Splenda.
Right.
But when you look at the ingredients, it doesn't list Splenda. It doesn't list dextrose. It only is listing sucralose. It's like pickles and sucralose, I think, is what the ingredients in there are.
Yes. And
so
it's
kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm actually going to do it and test myself because
once we get our
Splenda
CGMs back
will
on.
absolutely elevate my glucose because Splenda has dextrose in it. But sucralose does nothing to me. So I'm curious, are they just putting Splenda up there for the heck of it? But liquid Splenda is okay. So so if you use liquid Splenda, if you go to the store and buy liquid Splenda, it's water and sucralose. But if you buy the granular, that's where they're adding maltodextrin and dextrose.
There are not many things where I'm like going to test with a CGM and be crossing my fingers like, please don't stink. But that's going to be one of them.
Defense was said a different CGM platform called Spike. It works with the Dexcom CGM, but provides a much more accurate algorithm and reading.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Someone said it's not bread, it's foam.
Cherry said we do that
true.
at In-N-Out. There's a burger called the Flying Dutchman, which is 2 burger patties and 2 pieces of cheese. We add an extra patty, and it's filling.
Okay, now I want a Flying Dutchman.
We don't have In-N-Out burger here.
I know, but man, now I want burgers. Oh, one more day. We can do it.
Blaine said, why do we recommend not leaving it overnight? I make it for myself and my nephews before bed with eggs, and we drink it most mornings. Now I'm worried.
Well, don't be worried.
So
I don't want you to be worried.
Well, here's the reason that you don't really want to use raw eggs, crack them out of the shell, and eat them the next day. You're giving bacteria a chance to bloom. So You really want to, if you're going to do raw eggs, consume them as soon as you crack them. Don't crack them and then put it, that's where the salmonella comes from, the bacteria blooming, and it's once it's out of the shell. So that's why you really want to do it, consume it right away. There's the...
My face is like, oh, now I'm worried. Now you have me worried.
We don't eat it over the next morning.
Now I'm worried for Blaine, though.
Oh, he's fine. If he hasn't gotten salmonella yet, he's fine.
You're fine.
Shauna said, ever since I started doing the protein 1-to-1, I do 2 keto chows, 1 protein meal. My CGM is a happy camper, and my numbers are so good and low.
Oh, Shauna, I love that.
That's cool. April said,
she just had an
Equip
anniversary.
a zero carb protein powder. Carbs aren't listed on the nutritional label. So we talked about this in our video review. I have something in my eye.
An eyeball.
So there is some coconut milk and stuff. It basically, because of the amount in there, it can round down, but they are redoing their labels as they run out of bags.
Yeah.
So where I think it works out to be like 2 carbs or something like that. But because of some of the things, they can round them down, and so it works out differently. And I addressed that with them. I believe it was the strawberry one, that it didn't even have carbohydrates listed on there.
Yeah, at all.
And so they're changing all of their labels. But if you go on the website, there's updated labels on the website.
Come on now. That would be the first thing we would look for.
But yeah. The only way you're usually going to get a zero carb one is if it's completely unflavored. Yeah. But now if they say zero carb and it's flavored, like IsoPure, it's again the rounding thing because they can round down. But pretty much anything that's powdered, it's going to have some kind of carb because there's going to be like acacia gum or something like that.
Great day. Do you remember when we used to buy IsoPure because we started out making a lot of mug cakes when we first started. Yep. Trying to find space in the pantry to fit that giant gray canister.
Yes.
That thing was huge. Huge.
Mike said, I went to Lucille's barbecue for lunch and bought a 3-meat combo, pickled beef ribs, St. Louis ribs, and brisket burnt ends.
What?
All dry, no sauce. Not bad.
Nice. Why didn't we get to go? I want to go. Egg fast, I guess.
Shauna said, it's Harry Potter witchery turning wheat into zero carbs.
It's Slytherin house, I'll tell you that. It's Slytherin. It's not Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff's not doing that.
Adalia said, keto bread always feels like eating yoga mats to me.
It's
just not worth it to me. I don't find it that good. Now, if you get into the ones like from Fox Hill Kitchen, that's different. Because it's got a good texture. It's these ones that they're like zero net carbs, like all of these other ones.
And we like mug breads.
Yeah, but like I love the Fox Hill Kitchen, but again, they're using like good clean ingredients. They're using like flax and stuff like that. And
I like fathead dough.
Yeah,
I can make stuff with that all day long.
Mm-hmm. Renee said, never tried In-N-Out, but they don't sound impressive. Neither does Freddy's. So we actually went to In-N-Out when we were in Texas, I think
we didn't get a Flying Dutchman, though. Feel gypped.
I wasn't impressed because I just don't think... I think the way everybody talks about it is, it's with the bun and it stacks up. But when you're eating a keto, it's a couple of hamburger patties with cheese. Like, not that big of a deal.
You know what makes you this... You know what's the saddest keto eating out experience?
McDonald's?
Steak and shake burgers. Steak and shake burgers, like, were disappointing before keto. Did anybody else go to Steak and Shake? I don't know what I was expecting when it was like, here's the entire meal and a shake for $3. Like, you can't expect that you're going to be, like, full. Even the kids, when they were, like, toddlers, were like, can we order 2 meals? Because this is, like, terrible. Like, right. I am not full at all.
Right.
But it was, like, so cheap. Remember, we used to go there after church a lot because it was like, you could feed a whole family of 5 for less than $20. The amount of stuff
that we ate was ridiculous.
But then you'd have to go home and eat.
Marie said, I made caramel macchiato ice cream today. Made my shake yesterday with 16 ounces of unsweetened almond milk, 15 grams of cream cheese powder, 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder, and 1 teaspoon of espresso powder.
Oh my gosh, that sounds good. She's got a Starbucks going on in her house.
Mike said, Flying Dutchman with a whole grilled onion slice. They insert a slice of grilled onion in between 2 patties. It's like eating a cheese and onion sandwich with meat as the bun.
Oh my gosh.
That does sound good.
I want a Flying Dutchman.
Johnny said, blast me. I live on Flying Dutchmans 4 times a week.
Oh. I want a Flying Dutchman.
Now we've started a debate. Whataburger is better than In-N-Out. I don't think we've never had that one either.
Well, you know what though?
I know we've never had Whataburger.
I'm gonna just throw it right in the ring here. We recently got a Culver's, which Anthony, if he can hear us, will start yelling from his room. But he liked it, and I was not impressed.
We bought one with no bun just to say we had it, and I'm like, yeah, no.
He came home and he was like, aren't those burgers amazing? We're like,
it's a fast food burger. I'm with Renee. If I had to pick a fast food burger patty, I'd go to Wendy's. Yep, and you can go to Wendy's, $1 a patty. You buy like whatever's the dollar menu. I think it's like $1.30
and
now.
Then
bacon cheeseburger, and then add extra patties for $1.
Don't do the Baconator where you have to you can add so many on that, because it's way more expensive. You got to order it like with the $1 patty, and I even say it in the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm. I saw somebody say something about Five Guys. Les says Five Guys rocks. They offer burgers in a bowl.
Those are really good.
Now I love Five Guys, but it's expensive. I think we did it. It was like $10 by the time we were done.
Yeah, but it's good. They're very tasty.
I think they're really good.
You're seeing them cook it right there. I also like Fuddruckers. Fuddruckers is good.
Yes. Joe said In-N-Out 4x4 protein style, the only way to go. Joe, where are you getting? Is there an In-N-Out in Florida that I don't know about?
Because I'm coming to your house.
Oh my gosh, Anthony is so excited. They just opened the first ever White Castle in Florida, in Orlando.
I can't do them.
How about the line to get in? A mile long. 1 mile.
No. And that's just a regular Chick-fil-A line on any day of the week.
Oh my gosh.
Any day of the week. Anthony went on the new T-Rex ride at Universal Studios. And he said it was better than Hagrid. Did you hear that?
That's possible.
Blasphemy, Lori? How? How is it better than Hagrid? I don't think so.
Oh. But now we've got a Whataburger. We're going to have to stop this. We've got a Whataburger versus In-N-Out. Gail said, does anyone have a Sonic in their area? There's one being built down the street from me. Just wondering what people would order there. I've never had Sonic. It's a drive-up fast food.
It's cute as
where everybody comes on roller skates.
It's so cute. Here's the thing though, you're actually in the very best position to enjoy a Sonic, because here's what was like, Sonic sounds so good because they would be like, oh, you're having like this burger and we're making it on Texas toast, and they would show this beautiful picture of it and you're thinking in your mind what it's gonna taste like, and that bread even before keto was crappy. It was terrible, always wet. They never got it right. So honestly, I would rather get a burger at Sonic, and do not give me that nonsense, wet, watered down bread.
Keto Crafter said, if I had to pick a fast food burger, I'm going to Sam's Club. Buy me a box of those bacon, cheddar, and Angus beef patties.
She knows what's
good. There you go.
She knows what's right.
You do it.
That is the best fast food burger there is. And I was so happy when they came back to our Sam's Club.
Joe Ray said there's a White Castle next door to the hotel at Ketopalooza if you really want to go.
I
grew up on
it.
White Castles. I mean, come on. You're going to throw out the bun on White Castle. You're eating absolutely nothing. It's a sheet of paper.
I over White Castled the one time we went to New York on a road trip. And I still have a hard time eating burgers that are the steamed burgers with like the onions and mustards, like turn my stomach. I worked at a daycare center, was one of my 50 jobs in college, all at the same time. And I over goldfish crackered back then. I can't even be in the room with them. The smell of it. Kids jokingly at church will come up to me with a bag of goldfish crackers because I'm like, I dry heave at goldfish crackers. I can't even smell them. Too many.
Okay, we're going to get off because I want to go eat.
Yeah, Mike says if you pay $8 to $10 for a burger, then it better be good. Amen, brother. Like, I agree. If I'm paying $8 for a hamburger, I better have to like leave with sandals because my socks got blown off. Yeah. Serious.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Many North Carolina fan said, I will take my own burger in a bowl at home every day.
It's hard for us to eat out now because of that.
I mean, honestly, for us, like a burger treat for us is those bacon cheddar burgers from Wendy's. Or not Wendy's.
Not Wendy's. The Sam's Club ones
that's
are really
our
good.
Treat. Like, either make them at home or get those things. I just don't like fast food burgers.
if you've had them before, they're just so like, I don't know how they did it, because a lot, we have eaten convenience hamburgers where you buy the sleeve of hamburgers and just keep them in your refrigerator. Sometimes they're not great. You're just thinking to yourself, well, that was quick.
Right.
And I got to eat something.
Yep.
But something about those Angus ones with the cheddar in them,
my mom liked them.
They don't dry out.
Right.
Terrible.
It's all that bacon.
I like it.
We are going to get off because I'm going to go eat. I've got like 24 eggs to eat tonight.
Better get to eating. I'm excited.
Everybody have a good night. We really appreciate everybody sticking with us. Don't forget, for our Patreon members, we have a live stream on Saturday
night,
6 p.m. Eastern time. Have
We
a good
love
night,
you guys.
everyone. Bye.